Hello, followers or people who are just finding this channel for the first time. It is officially the beginning of the 2026 planting season. And that means that I'm out in the garden here for the first time, starting to take a look at what we've got growing, what needs to be cleaned up, planning ahead for what's going to go where. I am out here because it is beautiful out. It is almost 80 degrees, although I don't know that I'll be out here long because we got some clouds moving in and it's supposed to rain today. So I was just doing a quick update here and a quick cleanup. So I was starting in the bed over here because I have spinach, lettuce, and leeks that I am going to be putting in. I just got them at Tractor Supply. If you know, you know. You go there for dog food and then you got seeds. So I am cleaning up this bed first because there was the least amount of stuff in it to deal with. I did have to pull out the the trellising I had last year. It was a little rolled up in the old leaves and dead stuff, but I got most of it out, no problem. And I moved that to a bucket over here. So I do want to talk a second about cleaning up the garden. So for our Cub Scout pack, we recently had a company called Backyard Buzz come out and talk with our kids. And one of the things they were talking about is how the native bees do take advantage of all this debris if you leave it in your garden for the winter. So the bugs, the bees, all that stuff takes advantage of all these things. And I am completely happy leaving it there for the winter to help the bugs that need it. That's totally cool. But then I said, all right, what do I do about the fact that I need to start planting? I don't want to hurt the bugs that I've just given a home to for the winter. What do I do? So she's like, oh, well, you could just like throw it in a pile somewhere that they can get out of the pile and just don't throw it away yet. I'm like, all right. So I've got this bucket here that actually has a lot of big holes in the bottom because it's seen better days. So I was like, oh, that's a perfect bucket because any critters that come out of this mess can just go out the bottom or the top and they'll be good. So I am not smushing it in there. I'm just kind of breaking the big sticks into half sticks because they were a little too big. And I'm just going to let this sit because we're not doing yard pickup for this area yet anyway. Not for another month. So it's no big deal to just put that off to the side. I have noticed there are like a lot of holes for things here. So there could be bugs crawling around in there and that's fine with me. I don't care. Bugs do bug things as long as they're not pestering me. I did notice there's a lot of sunflower seed debris here. So I'm wondering if I'll get some sunflower seeds growing into sunflowers again this year. So if you followed us last year, these sunflowers that are now just big sticks were all volunteers from the previous year and were planted by the birds and just in general. Probably mice too. I did take a look at this the other day because I thought this was interesting. I thought that they would have eaten everything, but if you look at the heads for the sunflowers, there's actually a lot of seeds left in the middle right in here. So I thought that was interesting. Uh-oh, we got a hole here. I do not like seeing that. That means that we've either got a mouse or a vole, most likely a vole hanging out here. I don't know if you've got any problems with mice, but all of a sudden we're catching them like crazy in our shed. My husband got those cool clips. They're like the black potato chip clips. And you put a peanut in it because the peanut can just kind of get wedged in there. And the mouse never touches the peanut. It just gets snapped. It's dead. You don't touch the mouse. You just drop it outside somewhere for your native wildlife to eat it because there's no poisons or chemicals or anything bad. And then you just reset the trap and the mice go again for the peanut. My husband has caught at least 10 in our shed in the past like 3 days since putting a fresh peanut in. So they are out and we're trying to nip that in the butt because besides sneaking around in our yard, sneaking around in our shed, they are starting to sneak into the house as well, which you never want to see that. So that's the fun of living out in more of a country type area you do get critters, and you just got to be more creative with dealing with them. Looking around here, we have a lot of sticks. There's a lot of stuff to clean up here. I am tripping as I walk because it's invaded the pathway. So I am planning, hopefully, to get cattle panels. So as I'm out here, I'm thinking along the lines of which pathways do I want to go over top of. I want to do the cattle panels that are big enough that I can walk through them. So I was thinking of maybe doing them in this main walkway area here, since I usually lose the ability to walk down this pathway in the summer. As you can see here, this is completely blocked. I cannot walk through there at all. So it has crossed my mind to try putting it in that spot and see how that would go, because then it will be over top and I'll be able to go through, and that should help with the problem of my vines that kind of take over. So if you followed me last year, this is the remainder of acorn squash, and the acorn squash had been all up on the fence here, and it went all the way over to here. As you can see, that's still there. I haven't cleaned this up yet. There's some of it on the ground there, and it was pretty well invading the path here, so I was kind of like walking all the way over here to be able to go around it. So we are trying to pre-plan on that. I don't mind so much putting them on the fence because then I can keep them pretty well contained, but when they start invading the path, it becomes a little bit more of an issue. As I'm looking over here, I do still have some green onion alive here, although I can't tell if this is a critter hole or if this is just like sinking down and roots and stuff from winter. I'll have to take a look at that later. The thyme did survive the winter, and it's got some greens on there and starting to come back to life, so that's good. Glad to see that. It smells good on my hand too. Taking a look over here. So I don't know if you've got this problem, but if you see these things, remove them. I cannot at the moment remember what this dang plant is called, but it makes these cute little flowers, and you go, oh, these cute little flowers, let me leave it alone. And then the flowers turn into shooting weeds. These things, you bump into them and they literally shoot the seeds everywhere. And not just like one or two seeds, like there's 50 seeds shooting in every direction if you bump into it even lightly, and it's a nightmare, and they spread so fast and everywhere, and just don't do that to yourself. If you see any of these, take them out immediately. Like I'm going around here like they were all over my paths here. I took out a few here, and I'm pretty proactive of removing these, so the fact that I have this many is kind of concerning, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I did want to touch on, I believe this is another green onion right here, and I think this was a green onion over there. It is doing really well, whatever it is. I don't remember if I planted green onions or onions. I think that's all green onions I planted. And then over here, I know this is a green onion. So I want to talk for a second about the green onions. Last year, I heard in the spring that voles do not like anything in the onion family that's green onions, that's regular onions. And I was like, oh, I am running with that idea. And I planted green onions in pretty much every box, because I had voles so bad before, and I lost so much to voles. Like the one time I was doing a video and a vole like popped out like right here on my video, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So voles are a really big problem in this area, at least for me. I lose a lot of my garden to voles eating it. So last year I was like, oh, I'm gonna put like green onions everywhere. So I did. And I did not lose anything to voles last year. So whoever said that they don't like it, I love you, because that saved my garden so much last year. So I will be doing that again, because it clearly works. And you can see there's green onions in this bed, and I don't see like the vole damage in this bed. But the one over here that did not have any green onions remaining in the box is the one that has the hole right there. So green onions and regular onions. They are going to be all over the garden this coming year. I don't even need to eat that many green onions. They just are really effective. Oh, here's what I was talking about. The little pretty white flower on this wretched plant here. So there you go. I cannot remember the name of this. I knew the name of it last summer. I talked about it in my videos last summer. This year, I cannot remember the name of it. It's gonna make me crazy. I'll probably remember it like 10 minutes after I get off this video. Alrighty, so the plans. I don't usually do any winter sowing with things like spinach and lettuce, but I am going to try it this year because why not? I have the garden space. The weather's nice enough for me to get outside. I'm going to try it and hope that the voles don't suddenly make an appearance, or the mice, and tear that stuff up. Something else that's big that's happening this year is my husband said he is going to be moving the fence this year. So we will see how that goes, because if you remember last year we were talking about he was going to take out the fence. And the fence here, this fence right here, his plan is to move it. Let me step out of the garden for a minute here. So that it's over here, and his plan is to move it to be about where the gate is here. But he did tell me like he'd move it over a little bit because I don't want to lose my clematis here, which is absolutely gorgeous in the summertime, and it's got the roots right there. And I said to him like, hey, I really don't want to move that. And he's like, yeah, that's fine, we won't move it. So we're probably going to, let's see if you can see it, like we're probably gonna put it like here, because the plan is to still have the walking path here. So like where the edge of this box is pretty much where fence is gonna go, because I said to him like, hey, I still need to be able to like walk here and get to my strawberries or whatever's left of them, and all that stuff. So yeah, that means I'll probably end up doing something with this dead zone back here, maybe some shade liking plant, because these branchy things back here make a ton of shade in the summer. So I actually had a fern that someone gave me that does really well in this corner here because this shade is so bad it stays moist. So if I have any shade liking things, they can go along this back when I retake this area, or it might just still be a storage area, I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be a project in itself. This bed here is the one that I had planted up for my neighbor last year, so this will be going away. And it looks like we've got holes all through here too, so dang critters everywhere. Oh, but I do have an amazing update. So anyone who followed me last year knows that I talked about the cherry blossoms all summer. Are the cherry blossoms alive or dead? Look at this. They are in the dirt, going on a year. They are springy and alive. And I did throw out several that were absolutely dead. So to see these are very springy and alive is amazing, and I'm so excited about it. And even this part that kind of looked dead, like it's still springy. So all of these are still alive, still springy. Very happy to see that. So I'm hopeful that maybe we'll get some leaves or something happening on this year. I'm kind of looking at the edges of this because there's kind of like these little nodes on here, and maybe they'll start growing something. So I'm excited to update on cherry blossoms. And there are no cherry blossoms to see, but the sticks are alive. And I really did think I would come out here and they would be dead, and they are alive. So share joy with me on that one, because I was not hopeful that they would survive once all the leaves fell off and everything fell off, and they just have been sticks like this since, let's see, I think I planted them the end of March after the wedding that they were given to me from. So they probably were planted at the beginning of April. They lost the leaves probably about a month later, and they've just been sticks like this for going on a year. So the fact that they are sticks, but still alive sticks, is kind of amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see here. Oh, we've got oregano. So last year I had lots of rogue oregano, and I did actually sell it for $1 because I had way more oregano that I could possibly do anything with. So it looks like I might be offering oregano again. And there's that rain that I said was coming. It is starting to rain. So I'm gonna clean up my stuff and head on in. Oh, we've got tulips or something here. I don't remember what I had in here. Oh, yay, happy find. All right, thank you for following me, and I hope you follow along with this year's planting season. Have a great day, and see you next time.